All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Schoolstone, Saturday Schoolstone. We are at the first match of the season for the Schoolstones. Of course we are. Um, so yeah, I am Dr. Fish. I will be your op for today. We have a EU Wild Series match. We are in the alpha season of Europe's Wild Series. That'll be myself and Jailstorm casting. Hello, Jailstorm. How are you?
Hey, Fish, I'm doing well. Excited for another wild THL match.
Awesome. Well, the players are actually completely ready. We are a bit behind schedule because of myself, but we're gonna get these deck lists up so we can send these players pretty fast. Bans are already in. They're double Warlock ban. So I've put the deck list up on screen now. You want to quickly go through what they are?
Yeah, so starting with Rotted Zombie from the side of Team USA #1, he brought Odd Paladin, it's a pretty stock list. He brought Pirate Warrior with the new quest, and he brought Secret Highlander Mage, which top ends with two Renos and Sage. From the side of Robobson, he brought Quest Druid, a new archetype with this expansion. He brought Pirate Warrior also with the quest, and he brought the Aggro Shadow Form Priest, which is pretty exciting and fun to watch. So let's get into game one.
Yeah. So yeah, we're gonna get right into it. I'm gonna go ahead and message Robobson, tell him that he can play.
Yeah.
You two can.
Yeah, I think it's pretty interesting that we see a double Warlock ban here. We actually see a lot of Warlock bans if you look at the
Mm-hmm.
page of both EU Wild and the two Wild NA. What do you call it? Series.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Warlock bans. I think across the board, it's easily the most targeted deck. You either ban it or you bring a four deck lineup that considers that as the #1 threat. So
Mm-hmm. All right, so I've told the players that they can start.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a Pirate Warrior mirror here at game one. I mean, I think
Yeah.
it's the strongest deck for both players right off the bat. So
Mm-hmm. Right. Just no way for eyeballs. So for those who are watching, Rotted Zombie is going to be on the bottom, and Rebobson will be on the top, and actually going to be um. We have Rotted Zombie on player cam. Rebobson is on mobile, so he will not be able to
do you see an eyeball from Rotted
I
Zombie?
do
Oh,
now.
I do. All right.
Yeah. But Robobson will not have cam up, so we will just have his team's logo up on the screen.
Mm-hmm. Both players keeping the quest turn one. Both actually have turn one pirates with Bloodcell Corsair and the Parachute Brigand.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's a mirror match, but they also have the same hands, so pretty funny. Ah, he ruined the streak by drawing the South Sea deckhand and not the captain.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that ship's cannon top deck from Rotted. That changes his whole game plan, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Opts for the tempo of the cannon. I like this.
Yeah.
The only way he really gets punished by Rabobson here is with a N'Zoth's first mate plus the South Sea deckhand, but
Okay, cool.
this is tough.
Yeah.
Does Rotted even bother playing the quest first? And I actually don't think he does. I think
No,
he liked the
I think
extra
it's more
tempo.
important. I think it's more important to try and clear this board with cannon shots than to actually. That was weird. Got a really weird visual
The
bug.
patches bug, yeah. So
Yeah.
I will have to leave and reconnect.
Mm-hmm. Same here. But it was weird because it shot at his deck. Oh, it shot at the deck because it hit patches.
Okay, so reconnecting here, Rotted with the turn 3 South Sea Captain. I mean, it's 1-2-3 curve with the cannon into the 2 pirates, plus patches, plus the captain. It's way too much tempo for Robobson to deal with.
Yeah. So the fact that I don't think at this point, I don't think Rotted ever plays his quest. I just think Rotted plays unless he has an opportunity to do it, which I guess he's gonna do it here. Okay, yeah, he got Sky Raider, which makes it a lot better to play right now. Because he finds a burglar, so that's very. He was definitely hoping for a pirate that he could play. But he does have Robobson down to 11 health. Robobson's does kind of have that comeback mechanic now with the possible ship's cannon comeback. But it'll be very tough. He has to kill off this deck. He has to kill off the South Sea Captain here. Double cannon shots coming in. One hits the 2-2. One hits the 3-1.
I gotta say, those that quest reward, those 2 cannon shots went to the right targets. I mean,
Yes. So now Rada just gets to play double South Sea Captain, have all this damage to go face, but you do want to trade off the cannon and then go face and hero power for sure.
yeah, and the difference in health tells the tale of the game. I mean,
Yeah.
Robobson's been on the back foot the entire time. It's just a tough turn of events for him in this mirror matchup. So
Yeah. So he does complete the quest, but really at what cost? He's not gonna be able to. He's going to be able to survive. He will be able to clear off almost everything, and just needs Hench Clan Burglar to not give away to win. Yeah.
yeah, and I mean, we could see a number of ways that the game ends here. Eviscerate. I mean, finds a Holy Smite. Plague
Yes.
of Flames too.
So I think I'd like to see the Smite here. Just either that or maybe a Judgment, but I don't think Judgment's that good. Realistically, it's either Flames or Holy Smite, but Flames, there's not really that much going on. So Holy Smite at least removes the 3-3. I think there was a Bloodsail deckhand, so I think this costs 2. Yeah, it does, but you still can't play the Ankar here. You wanna save it for next turn. For like Ankar Dread Corsair with whatever, and Ankar draw a pirate and probably play the Dread Corsair.
Yeah, if I'm Robobson here, I'd probably just play Rokara and hero power.
Yes, I agree with that. But he's dead on. He's not dead on board either because it gets fully cleared. Now at this point, it's gonna come down to. It's gonna come down to kind of what gets drawn up here. The Bloodsail Cultist is a good draw.
I mean, if he finds the other South Sea Deckhand and Skybarge, I mean, this could be it right here.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah, he's gonna take a gamble that this is gonna win the game, and hope he gets
So
a
1 in
1 in
3.
3. It does.
He finds it.
Rotted
Wow.
Zombie gets it.
I mean, what a great play. That's the exact out he needed, and he played for it. So, props to him.
Yeah.
I mean, from the side of Robobson there, you had armor up because you knew either the deckhand or an upgrade could steal that if you're at 3 HP, but
Yeah.
tough to play around the Ankar draw, finding that one specific pirate. I don't
Yeah.
know the exact math or numbers on that, but
Me neither.
fortunate turn of events for Rotted Zombie game 1.
Yeah. So he gets his Pirate Warrior through. Both players will figure out what deck
Yeah,
they're gonna
so-
PQ next.
So Rotted's either got his Odd Paladin or the Secret Highlander Mage.
Yeah.
Given that your opponent is probably sticking with the Pirate Warrior, maybe you opt for the Mage. Okay, yeah, that's what we see here. Now, I actually don't have a ton of experience in this matchup, so the question I'm looking for is whether or not Captain Rokara and the Juggernaut can outvalue the Highlander mage.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we definitely know he's getting to that spot where the quest is being completed around turn 5, turn 6, turn 7.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't know if the secret mage can put enough pressure or the Highlander cards swing in the game. I'm
Yeah.
actually not sure. Yeah.
So we go for a coin scientist. I don't mind it. There's Archaeologist is a fine turn too. We see Varden Dawn Grasp in the hand. We see Ice Block as well. So really, Dawn Grasp is there just to kind of keep the Pirate Warrior at bay for a turn. And looks like Rubobson's holding off for this big big cannon turn right here with Cannon and Bloodsail Corsair. We'll get a bunch of things. We're gonna have to reload for patches.
Yeah.
But
It looks like it hits the scientist. I saw that.
yeah, the scientist got hit. We'll be right back in there because of patches.
All right, the cannon's been removed by Rotted. Ribopson's just got the patches and the Bloodsail Corsair.
Gotcha.
The secret on the side of Rotted is a Netherwind portal.
Okay. There isn't many spells in this deck. There is, I would guess, 2 upgrades. Probably it for spells. Moves everything.
It's 2 upgrades, and yeah, that's it, besides the quest. Ooh, Kazakus off the top.
Kazakus is really good. Now we're gonna see Rotted very likely go for a 5 pot here. Nope, he goes for a now he goes for a 1 pot.
I'm interested.
1
by
pot,
the
summon,
fact that he goes
and
for a
deal
1
3.
pot.
Okay.
And here's why I'm kind of surprised, because if Ribopson has the South Sea Captain here, and Rotted goes for the potion, the only potion outcome that beats that strategy is the deal 3 and then deal 2 to all minions.
Yeah.
But you gotta find that in that specific those 2 decisions. So
yeah. Let's see what pirate gets drawn. It is the second captain. So the second part will get done. So Rotted will be down to 18 here. So we're likely to see.
covering the Dawn Grasp.
Okay, Dawn Grasp, Lackey plus Ice Block.
Ooh, I would have loved to see the duplicate there. If he gets 2 of those Varden Dawn Grasps, that could possibly give him enough time.
Yeah.
And since the board would be locked because he can't play Rokara right here,
Yeah.
because it won't generate the Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I wouldn't disagree, but I don't think Bobson's ever tighting another minion. So.
Yeah, no, you might be right just because of that.
Well, that's a real good card. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that Zephyrus just clears here. As long as you trade with the 3/4. You trade with the 3/4, you get it and you get Holy Nova and you clear the board.
Mm-hmm.
I guess we're gonna go for something else. Wants to save the Zephyrus for some other play. Maybe he thinks there is a 2 clear. Alright, we're gonna save Zephyrus then. Gonna trade there. He has Ice Block to survive. And gonna play the 5/5.
He does.
Yeah, the second captain is a problem, but it does eat a potion of Polymorph, which is pretty nice. If Rabobson had played out Captain Rokara, it still would have triggered everything, except there just wouldn't be a 7/7 on board. So now we're gonna get to see Captain Crag come out. So we're gonna clear off. Use a good chunk of resources. Gonna get duplicate on the Lackey, it looks, or on the Cabal. That's 2 0-mana 5/5s.
He doesn't pop the block here.
Yeah, that could be detrimental.
I'm actually not sure if he could have popped the block, but
No. He's just playing a lot of his cards out. At least he still has his Rokara. I wonder what we're gonna go for with his Zephyrus, because I'm not sure anything. I'm not sure anything at 5 besides Brawl is really great here. Yeah, he goes Zephyr Brawl.
I'm not sure I love Rubobson playing that Bloodsail Corsair to end out the turn. I mean, it used all his mana, but
Yeah, now we see two. Now we see two 0-mana 5/5s hit the board with a Reno in hand. So if block is, even if block isn't popped, he's still gonna have to deal with a Reno.
yeah, and now we're revisiting that earlier question. Does the Juggernaut outvalue the Highlander and value cards and Rotted Zombies deck? I mean, it's a battle of top decks here,
Sure.
but I think Zombie has the edge.
I think the Juggernaut is really good. I just don't know. There's a really good top deck. I'm not sure if Rotted wants to wait until his block gets popped. I think you wanna Cloud Prince the minion, ping it, and then go face. Yeah, I like this. He's dealing 10 damage a turn.
It's tough to defend against the block being popped because the Juggernaut could just generate a 4-attack weapon. So.
Yeah. And even then he just plays Reno next turn, regardless. They didn't get the best minion from the... He didn't get the best minion there. He did get a 4-attack weapon. It is the Ogre Maul, which means it can attack the wrong minion. It can attack the wrong thing. So really just needs to pop block at 1 here and decide, do I really want to hit this? He might try to attack the 4/4. Oh, he's gonna upgrade it and attack and trigger Netherwind Portal. Trigger a 5/5. Oh, yeah. Okay, it hit the wrong target, and now it's just lethal. Rodden just wins on board. Yeah, the Ogre Warmaw was probably
either way, actually, no matter what he hit.
Yes, it would have been.
Wow.
He could Reno for style, or he can just win.
Turn of events. I mean, that secret being triggered gave him the 5/5 and the win. So, Rod had taken it 2 games to 1 over Robobson's Pirate Quest Warrior.
Yeah, so Rotted's Reno Secret Mage gets through. It's just on Odd Pally. I would harbor a guess we're not going to see another Pirate Warrior this one. I'd like to see a different.
Actually, we're almost guaranteed to see Pirate Warrior.
Oh,
Pirate
okay.
Warrior destroys Odd Paladin.
I guess.
Problem is when you have a deck with pirates and you see Ship's Cannon on the other side, there's very little game plans by the Odd Paladin that can swing the board against that.
You're right.
Unless you have something like Tour Guide Broom plus Muster for Battle, Warhorse Trainer. It takes a number of cards.
Yeah.
Tonight I ride with greatest pride.
Rada does have an extremely strong opening though, with the Righteous Cause and a Tour Guide Lost in the Jungle.
Yeah.
So
It doesn't opt to play the Righteous Cause right away. He goes for just the Tour Guide. This turn we're gonna see just a Ship's Cannon. We could see Coin Carnival Barker into Hero Power, yeah.
yeah, it just defends against the cannon play.
He's also going to, I believe he's gonna bump the 2/3, which is good. It makes it so if something hits the, oh wow, we get double cannon. We're gonna get 4 shots coming off here because patches will get pulled from deck. We won't see it. I'll have to reset.
Wow, he clears the Barker, clears the 2/1, the other cannon goes face, and Roddett's just left with his 2/1. It's a tough turn of events.
Yeah, that's really good for Robobson. He really needs this in the match. Like he's had a couple opportunities in these games and he just hasn't quite gotten there. The mage was very tough because of the block getting pulled so early. Even without it, Reno getting pulled when it did would have still probably won the game for Rotted in the end. But Bobson is going to be pretty far ahead here. There's not much board that there's not much room for Rotted to take the board back against this deck, because the 1-mana minions that Rabobson summons are all gonna be usually better statted than 1/1, whether it's a 2/1 or a 1/2 in this case. So like Sky Raider takes 2 minions to trade into it, as opposed to the minions that are
I don't want to say the game is over for Rotted at this point, but it would take a miracle of a couple top decks for him to come back at this point. I mean, he's staring down the board of 1/2s, 2/2s, and 2/3s.
Yeah.
He's got nothing on his own side of the board. Your opponent's got plenty of resources and the next quest reward that deals 2 to 2 random enemies.
So we are gonna see a board of 2/2s. And just throughout the Omayagi in case.
Yeah, Omayog's probably not going to hit anything this game.
Grab your cutlass. Let's buckle swash.
I'm not sure I would have swung
like
with the
that,
weapon
actually.
there,
Just getting
but
rid of the Divine Shield.
yeah, I wonder if it would have just been better to just put the Ankar out there, because you're drawing a pirate for next turn that you can potentially play. That would be my only hesitation. But yeah, I mean, he's still clearing the board fully, and he is protecting his cannon behind a 3/3. So this looks very bleak for Rotted. Crystology off the top is very good. He can go for like Carnival Barker-ish play. No, he instead decides to concede, which isn't. That happens. Sometimes you just can't.
There was only 12 damage showing from the side of Rabobson there, so Rotted actually had another turn, unless Rabobson top decked extra damage. But I can see from the side of Rotted there, you just feel like there's no real way you could come back. I mean, even after a whole Carnival Barker plus Hero Power plus Broom turn, you're probably still not winning the board enough to swing the game. So, all right, we see Rabobson with his Shadow Form Aggro Priest.
Yes.
Rotted still on the Odd Pally.
So we will still get Patch's bug.
Hmm.
Tonight, I ride with greatest pride.
We do see Odd Paladin's worst enemy with the ship's cannon in the hand of Rabobson.
Yeah.
So, if Rabobson was going to have a good chance in this matchup, he has the tools for it.
He does, yeah.
Ooh, and we see the pirate too.
Shadow engulfs us.
Okay, Christology.
Well, you go for the Knight of Anointment, gets Conviction. Pretty good. Do you have...
I might be more of a fan of the Lost in the Jungle there, but Rotted might be a smarter player than I. Okay, we see all the pirates coming out here. It's 4 cannon shots. All the minions are cleared. Wow.
So that's devastating.
I mean, he has to just wait one more turn before doing a broom play, I think. Unless he just goes for a quick play now, but...
Yeah,
I don't know, we'll see. I'm reconnecting right now, so...
Yeah, I am as well.
Looks like he goes for the muster for battle. Rabobson's left with either trades or pushing face. Looks like he's opting for the trade game plan.
Yeah, it's pretty good here.
Trades
worst...
with the cannon, not the pirates.
I guess to play Frenzy Felwing because of damage. Righteous Protector. This is... You're definitely going to be able to clear off the cannon here with a broom, but I'm going to opt to not go for the broom yet. There isn't that many pirates. There aren't that many pirates left, so you're not that worried about it. However, Raised Dead is really good here. Gets back pirates, essentially. Shadow Bomber plus patches. Yep. Well, there's no patches bug here. Patches from hand. So, this looks looking bad for the Odd Pally.
I don't know. He's got the Lost in the Jungle plus Warhorse Trainer plus Broom here.
Oh yeah. That's really good. Okay, yeah, that clears up that clears up a lot of stuff. This is good. Warhorse, you could.
I don't think he's left with too much after that. So.
No. And Rotted is left with a trainer, and this with only. Oh, this is gonna turn around.
This is a full clear.
There's
still a lot of game
full clear.
To be played,
3-2 on board. Yeah,
Mind Blast is found.
Doesn't
goes for the Raised Dead.
For a Raised Dead, I think you just have to recognize that I can almost win just by going for a Deceptor after getting a Shadow Vision for a Mind Blast. Because I figure a good way to win this game is honestly just to throw 3 Mind Blasts at your opponent's face.
Yeah, well, Robobson's gonna have a tough decision here. Do you ignore the board and push face, or do you clear and deal with the board?
Yeah, and he's putting himself at a. He's gonna lose here. This is game. Because Conviction wins, double Conviction.
Yeah.
He has to clear. He has actually if he clears both minions, if he hero powers, he has to hero power a minion. What he has to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. If he just trades and hits that, it's not lethal. Okay, yeah. So we
9
continue.
damage showing from Rotted Zombie.
Yeah. Probably just. I would probably just hear. I'd be nervous. I think I don't. You can't push any more necessarily, but because you have to clear enough so that Mind Blast doesn't kill. Yeah, so he's just gonna do the one trade and then go Hero Power Quartermaster and just save. You have to have it this turn or I win, and it doesn't quite look like it.
I think he has it actually with the Mind Blast, Hero Power, and the 2 damage. That's 10. So.
Yeah, it is. Okay, yeah.
Shadow Cloth Needle pushing 1 extra damage. So.
Yeah, he got it.
Robobson taking it over the Odd Paladin.
I was proven wrong. Good job.
He had a really great early game curve. I mean, the cannons into the four pirates with the cannon. It was a great start.
Yeah.
So, even though Rotted had a great reversal with the Warhorse Trainer, Lost in the Jungle plus Broom to fully clear the board, Robobson just had enough burn at the top end to take that. So.
Yeah, and now it comes down to Odd Paladin. It comes down to Odd Paladin. It comes down to Odd Pally versus Quest Druid. This is the Oaken Summons version of the deck. So these
I think Odd Pally is very favored, and here's why. The Quest Druid's game plan is to ignore board as much as possible and push everything face. So if you're looking to trade, you almost never trade with your face.
Yes.
So Odd Pally is pretty easily able to develop on the board in the early turns.
Yeah. I agree. Well, one big thing for Rotted Zombie is gonna have to be getting. He's probably gonna need a Quartermaster. The Righteous Cause there helps a ton. You want to make it so enough of your minions don't stay at 1 health, because otherwise Swipe will devastate your board. I really like this. I might have wanted to see the Righteous Cause coined out here, but it's not the end of the world. Gonna see Nash come down and complete the first part of the quest.
Yeah, and Rotted, I'm sure, knows that swipe on turn 4 could be the only thing that deters him from developing on these early turns. So almost no doubt we'll see a Oh My Yogg this turn, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I believe you're right. We're gonna see That, and then we'll see the Oh My Yog. I love it. It plays around it. Even it forces a different game plan. If Rabobson goes for bite, it also will get removed. And then next turn it pops,
Well,
and all the minions get +1/+1.
yeah, the
So
problem for Rebob is he can't really play a spell this turn, and Lotheb is coming down the next turn too. So this
oh
might
yeah,
just
and
log
just
the game.
Loa. This Loatheb will trigger. Or Loatheb won't trigger it. It glides. It glides
Oh, and
the
that was
hand.
Outcast too.
No, it
Oh
wasn't
no, it wasn't.
Outcast.
My
No, it
apologies.
doesn't play as
I got
Outcast.
excited.
But he does. But he does get a swipe back. Um. Yeah, I think. But I do think you're right. I think going for coin Loatheb would be fine here. Rotted might just want to. I don't think Rotted can complete, so you probably just want to coin out the Loa here.
I'm just thinking that Coin Lotheb is so great because even if 2 turns later your opponent uses the swipe, you've just got the Carnival Barker plus Christology plus whatever else gas you get from that.
And
So,
this also sets up for a conviction turn.
Hmm.
Potentially. But I don't think conviction doesn't win the game, but if but it can do a lot of work here. Yeah, only thing playable is a 5-mana pounce. Very likely to just see a hero power. Maybe you trade off with a 1/1 here. So yeah, this has just been very awkward for the Quest Druid so far because everything they wanted to do in the early game they haven't been able to do. You're gonna actually go ahead, use all the mana up. 2-mana pounce. Or
Actually
5-mana
surprised at that.
pounce.
I would have hero power there, but
Christology is a really good card here. Draws
I think he's
Broomstick.
just looking to find that second Night of
Spectre.
Anointment. But
Yes.
The light, grant you
no, he already drew the conviction. Never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, so he's got double conviction next turn. Which is really strong.
Yeah, so what we'll probably see this turn is just a swipe and a claw or hero power to full clear the board, but
No more.
I'm not sure I like swiping face there. It leaves the Loatheb with too much health in my opinion. But I guess he wants to hit face and deal damage.
well, if you're keeping the Lotheb up, you're basically committing yourself to a 2-turn kill, right?
Yeah,
Because
and
if
this
one turn
righteous
of
protect and this
Lotheb's
righteous protector just puts it out of reach for that 2-turn because he's gonna have to take 2 turns hitting into the righteous protector without a savagery.
yeah, plus the Oh My Yog, it's pretty much game over.
Yeah, Rotted Zombie has all but closed this. Light comes out. Oh my Yog triggers.
Unless
See
he
what
finds
happens.
like Oaken Summons or something crazy, I don't know.
Finds Germination. Germination does
doesn't find
nothing.
anything.
And I expect... Okay, Moon Touched Amulet. Okay, we'll see some armor come out. Does trigger the quest. So not quite dead he would think, but he knows that Night of Anointment has been played twice, so he probably guesses 2 convictions. But I think 2 convictions
just
is enough.
lethal, though.
Yeah, 2 convictions is enough.
Yeah.
So in a slugfest of a match, Rod Zombie takes a 3-2 over Rabobson.
Yeah, Rotted Zombie took it 2 quick games with his Pirate Warrior and then Reno Secret Mage, but Rabobson fought right back with 2 games of his own with the his Pirate Warrior and his Aggro Priest. So came down to that final matchup of the Odd Paladin versus the Quest Druid, in which, from our perspective, it seems like the Odd Paladin was very favored there.
Yeah, and he played the matchup very well. He was able to Oh My Yog and make sure the first swipe couldn't come down. Couldn't come down the first time. Then went for the Loatheb to stop it. So that was really good. Let me ask our buddy Mr. Rotted if he would like to do an intro.
Okay.
If he's still. All right, so I will be adding him to the call here in a second.
Awesome.
Okay. Hello.
I'm all right. That was stressful. That was close.
Yeah.
But it feels good to start the season off with a win and to get past someone in Rebob who is a mentor to me in terms of Hearthstone. Obviously, I play F2L with him, and
Mhm.
he's one of my favorite people. So it feels good.
Yeah, I mean, I had a blast. Like, it was a blast getting to watch you two play. Like, obviously, I've like learned from you. I've learned standard stuff from Robobson. I've learned wild stuff from you. It's
Thank
really
you.
neat to watch this match. Um, the series kind I didn't know what to expect with the series. I don't exactly know how each and every matchup plays out. Good thing Jailstorm was
Mhm.
here to help me out with that. Is that kind of how you expected the matchups to go overall? Um,
Yeah, it's good stuff into good stuff,
mhm.
aggro into aggro, excepting maybe the druid, which is, well, regardless of classifications, I kind of expected it to be very close
Yeah.
and for in some ways luck of the draw to decide certain things because I feel like Rebob and I are fairly evenly matched here in Wild.
Okay. Yeah.
Um, but also just kind of which decks end up into each other. Like I was very happy that I could get my mage through and to be able to play a Zephyrus and a Kazakus in this meta. That was unexpected.
Yeah. That definitely was. And yeah, I mean, looking at the overall week, you do pull your team to the point where if White Delight has a chance to actually to actually come back and seal the week.
And that's all I ever look for
Yeah.
in my competition to be able to give my team and players I know that are good players the chance to show that.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to be able to pass the baton off to him now. And I know that he'll always have a good chance of carrying it through because he's an exceptional player.
Yeah. I'm super happy to I mean, I'm really happy to see this whole series in general that has formed. I'm looking forward to seeing what comes from it. There's a lot of great players that I don't know, that I'll learn about throughout the season. So very exciting stuff.
Yes, and that's actually been one of the most enjoyable parts of playing in multiple regions. Obviously, I'm an American. My home region is NA,
Yeah,
but I have competitive collections in Europe and to a lesser extent in Asia. And one of the things I enjoy the most about that part of it is being able to meet all of these great European players, great Japanese players, great Chinese players, and really see and have them demonstrate to me just how international a game Hearthstone is. And that's always super enjoyable.
yeah, it really is. Because it is fascinating. Because even in some standard series, like even to see, a lot of the Australian players, who are doing wild or
Hell
standard,
yeah.
they're like those are like learning from those players and like seeing how they play Hearthstone. It's
Oh yeah. And
really
I mean
cool.
you know my F2L NA
I
team,
do.
Corbett's our anchor
Corbett is your
and
anchor.
he is capped in Australia.
Hmm.
And it's just I think more to my point that there are exceptional players all over the world, and
Yes.
to have THL be a clearinghouse for them
Hmm.
is super affirming, and it's just a
Definitely.
lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. Um, I I guess Jailstorm, do you have any questions for our buddy?
Hi, Jailstorm. What was the question?
I no, I was just wondering if he has a question.
Oh, okay.
I don't know where he is. He's in the
And he's
call.
dead.
He's in the call. Cannot hear him.
Hmm. He's having a few mic issues, it sounds
Oh,
like.
okay.
Hey, there you go. I can hear you now, Jailstorm. Please. The Pirate Warrior game?
It was getting to the game. I really pulled out all the stops, throwing down those two crystal runners, and you saw the Captain Rokar and the Juggernaut on the other side. I don't have too much experience with that matchup. At that point, where it's basically becoming a top deck battle, did you feel that you were favored there or unfavored?
I felt like I was potentially on the back foot for a hot second, but I played out my secrets in such a way, hoping to get the double crystal runner, because in a matchup like that, it's almost like when you can turn that corner, because Rebob was putting it all in, and he had, sort of limited refill after a point. And if I could generate 10-10 worth of free value, I thought I could maybe swing the game to the point where I could push lethal rather than just stave it off for a few more turns. I mean, I had Reno Jackson in hand. Obviously, the Netherwind Portal made that kind of moot because it gave me the almost exact lethal. But I was sweating there for a second, but when I saw my ability to get the double crystal runner off of the duplicate, I thought I could turn that corner.
Okay. Yeah, no. And we saw by the end of that game, you top deck the Cloud Prince and that clear the Captain Ryokara, and then the Netherwind Portal pulling the 5/5 to close it out.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean, I had a way to kill Rokara without that, but it made it so much cleaner that I didn't have to sacrifice one of my 2 crystal runners, which allowed me to set up lethal.
Yes.
So sometimes you just take it. The game giveth and the game taketh away. One other thing I found super interesting, and I was sort of thinking about it as I was going on. In that first game, I have been debating constantly with myself and with other players, like the place of the pirate quest in Pirate Warrior. And I think it certainly has a place, but it's interesting, like the timing of it, because I delayed playing my quest until like turn 4.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to make sure I didn't lose board to Rebob, because I thought if I lost it, I would never get it back.
Yeah, that's an interesting point of play.
Yeah, I thought like I could coin the cannon out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I interrupted you though.
At least with my team, there's been a considerable amount of debate as to whether you even put the quest in there or not. But I like it. At least I find it enjoyable, and the payoff is worth it. But
I think it absolutely is. The being able to guaranteed tutor Ankar is certainly valuable, and the 2 cannon shots are valuable. Rokara less so, but in my case, there I had gas for like 2 or 3 turns beyond the quest. So being able to play that out and then rolling into the quest to go fight Ankar when I started to run out of gas, that was the important part, rather than just getting it online and subsequently losing board.
Yeah, well, we saw in that game you just had such a strong 1-2-3 curve with the.
Yeah, I just full capped and I was like, well, if you insist, Hearthstone.
Yeah. So all around, great play, great series, both of you and Rebob. But congrats to you for the win.
I appreciate that, and I look forward to next weekend and more. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a great season.
Appreciate the opportunity, boys.
Yeah, thank you for playing. Thank you, Robobson, for also playing. All right. So that will do it for this episode of Schoolstone. There's no other matches for today. Thank you, Jailstone, for casting with me.
Of course. Thanks for operating the stream today.
No problem. And thank you to all the viewers for coming out and watching. Hopefully we'll get some more EU Wild matches coming on Schoolstone, as well as maybe some of the nighter. Probably not so much EU during the nighttime, because obviously nighttime for us is late for you guys, for everyone else who's from Europe playing this specific series. But if you have a match and you want to play on Saturdays, Wild or not, you can go ahead and DM myself, who's Dr. Fish, or Lotus Knight, or Saku, and we will get you to the correct person for matches. So we have, I believe we'll have potential matches later tonight for Salty Saturday, which will start at as early as 8 p.m. Eastern, so look out for Wild 9's announcement in the Discord for that. And then tomorrow night we'll have at least Battlegrounds coming to you at 9 p.m. and probably some other matches. And again, I will just say in closing, have a fantastic rest of your afternoon or evening wherever you are, and stay safe, everybody. We will see you next stream.